This is my To Kill a Mockingbird movie proposal. So I have to write a log line. Alright, let's see. When Tom Robinson is unjustly accused of raping a white girl, Atticus must try to defend him in court. This forces his children, Scout and Jim Finch, to overcome peer pressure and judgment from the rest of Macomb County while coming to understand the mysterious Boo Radley down the street. Alright, cool. There are going to be a few characters. They are Scout, Jim, Atticus, Tom Robinson, Calpurnia, and the dog Tim Johnson. Scout will be played by Anna Sophia Robb, except go back like 5 years because she's way too nice looking to be Scout now. She needs to be rough because Scout is rough? Yeah, okay. Scout will be the main character, and everything is from her point of view, so in places I will want her to narrate the story. She goes through a lot of life changes and epiphanies, so it will be important that we hear her side of the story. And Jim will be Josh Hutcherson, because it's Josh Hutcherson. I mean, come on. Jim is Scout's older brother, and he mostly guides her through life throughout the story. Although he is a main character, he doesn't have too much conflict in there, but he's important. Oh, okay, yeah, I just realized that this is looking exactly like Bridge to Terabithia. Whatever, hashtag YOLO. Okay, and then Atticus will be the guy who played Harry Potter's dad. He looks fatherly and nice. Atticus Finch is who I think of as the mediator, the nice guy, the one with the ethics and the morals. He's a guide for both Scout and Jim in the story, and he's always doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Tom Robinson will be Bill Cosby, because he's exactly how I imagined. He can't be Bill Cosby, I'm sorry. Tom Robinson will be Chris Thomas King from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, because he's exactly how I imagined him, slightly skinny, dark, and worn, and kind looking. He's the main source of conflict in the story, as the entire trial is actually centered around him. And Calpurnia will be played by Viola Davis, except fatter. Okay, there we go. She's a house cook person thingy, so she is almost a mother to Jim and Scout. Their mother died a while ago, so Cal takes care of the cooking and cleaning and part-time raising of the children. And the dog, Tim Johnson, will be played by Nicolas Cage. So here are some key scenes that help develop the movie and whatnot. The first one, Scout flings potatoes, is the one that I added. The log line is, Scout and Cal are playing around when suddenly it gets out of hand, and Scout flings potatoes. She must now avoid being maimed and or killed by Calpurnia. Yeah. The characters, Calpurnia and Scout. Okay, so here's how it goes. Scout is in the kitchen, sitting at a table, which apparently has 3 legs. This should be a full body shot. And she's helping Cal cook and stuff, so there's a bowl there. It contains potatoes. Okay, so she has a spoon, and she's playing with the potatoes, and then suddenly, OMG, it flings across the room, and she realizes what she's done after it happens, so there's a terrible look on her face, and then there's a close-up of Calpurnia turning on her because there's potato on the wall now, and she is angry. No, angrier. Okay, there we go. And then Scout cowers, and yeah, that's what happens. I guess this will be in a kitchen? I guess we could go to one of the 70s houses downtown in Austin and just put some old furniture in there, and then it might look right. Probably. So now we move on to the dog scene, called The Dog Dies a Tragic Death, because the dog dies a tragic death. The log line, Tim Johnson walks down the road, being rabid, while suddenly Atticus Finch arrives to shoot him. Only thing is, Scout and Jim didn't know he was the best shot in Macomb County, so it's kind of unsuspected. Okay. So basically, it's exactly what happens in the book, and Scout and Jim are playing outside, and then a dog appears. The whole scene should be shot in natural light. and the dog gets closer, and they realize that there's something funny about it, and they're both like, what? And the dog gets closer again, and they realize, OMG, it's mad. So then Atticus and the sheriff dude, what's his name? That Heck Tater Tot, show up, and Heck gets his gun out, but then he gives it to Atticus, and Scout and Jim are both like, oh no, I didn't know he could shoot. There's gonna be a bunch of jump cuts and jump cuts? There's gonna be a bunch of jump cuts and artsy-fartsy stuff here, so it'll look good, I think. And that's pretty much the end there, so let's move on. I would film that one on basically any old street ever. Is there a small town close to here? Like, okay, Google is telling me that there's a place called Abbott. Here's some, oh wow, that's a lot of churches. It's very churchy. Yeah, that should work. Okay, the last scene, the trial. It's named The Trial. If you don't know why, then there's something wrong. Go get that checked out. The log line. Atticus finally gets to defend Tom Robinson, who is on trial for rape of a white woman. Can Atticus save the day? Let's find out. So Atticus is standing, and the camera pans down his body, and I'm trying as hard as I can to not make this sound odd, and shows his, like, good-lookingness. And then we show Tom Robinson, and he's... wait, no, he's more dressed up. And not smiling. He's not smiling, he's all sad. Okay, we need to work on costume and expressions here. Okay, so now they do the trial, but there's not much else to say except for that they talk, and spoiler alert, Atticus doesn't save the day. So they're sad again. This will be shot in an old courthouse, and I remember there was a perfect one in Buena Vista, Colorado, where we go on vacation every summer, and that should work. Here's a picture. Alright, so that's the proposal. This was an MLG production, yes, those are actually my initials. And all of the credits are below. Thank you, please subscribe, like, or dislike if you're a horrible human being, and comment. Okay, bye!